Good afternoon, everyone. Today I want to talk about how to make yourself more successful in the university life. From the first day of college, we should make correct plan for 4 years to come. In order to enjoy learning, in order to find the favorite work, students on the campus who want to succeed should do 4 things: learning all subjects independently, planning our time carefully, developing ourselves initially, and mastering the basic knowledge solidly. Learning all subjects independently. College students should make full use of the library and the internet to develop the skills of independent learning and research in order to adapt to the future work. For example, when we find an interesting topic, we should go to the library to do some research to make ourselves understand the ins and outs of the subject. The internet is also a huge resource, and the student can find whatever they want from it. Planning time carefully. Successful students manage their time better. They make full use of their own time to learn and find a quiet place to study every day. Turn off the cell phone and do not let other people bother you. Sometimes we cannot study at the scheduled time because we should finish the most important things on the compulsory work required by our teachers. Try to make the time for study more productive instead of prolong it unnecessarily. Developing ourselves initially. From the first day of the university life, we must learn to develop a good habit of learning, from passive learning to active learning. The reason is simple because no one is more care about your work and life than yourself. A positive attitude can make everything better. Your life can be enhanced and your happiness enriched. When you choose to change your perspectives, don't leave your future to chance or wait for things to get better mysteries on their own. You must go in the direction of your hopes and aspirations. Begin to build your confidence and work through problems rather than avoid them. Remember that power is not necessarily control our situations, but the ability to deal with whatever comes in your way. Mastering the basic knowledge solidly. If the university is a platform for study and progress, then the foundation is the basic knowledge. During the university life, we must learn knowledge solidly, including math, chemistry, English, computer, and internet use. If we do not have a good mastery of the basic knowledge of various subjects, it is hard for us to understand the new technology coming to us in the future. If you want to be a successful student, you have to be a responsible too in your commitment. It takes self-discipline to commit to something and success and last. You will be proud of your success in the future. Besides the 4 aspects I mentioned, I also encourage the university students to be more popular in your universities, because most people would like to be popular with others, but not everyone can achieve this goal. What is the secret to be popularities? In fact, it is very simple. The first step is to improve our appearance. We should always make sure that we stay in good shape and dress well. When we are healthy and well-groomed, we will not only look better but also feel better. In addition, we should smile and appear friendly. After all, our facial expression is an important part of our appearance. If we can do this, people will be attracted to our good looks and impressed by our confidence. Another important step is developing more consideration for others. We should always put others first and place their interests before your own. It's also important to be good listeners. In this way, people will feel comfortable enough to confidence in us. However, no matter what we do, we must not gossip. Above all, we must remember to be ourselves, not foreigners, only by being sincere and respectful of others can we earn their respect. If we can do all of the above, I'm sure we will be very popularity in the university life. I also want to mention that in the university we should learn how to say no to other people's. We all being taught that we should hear people. It is the right thing to do and will make us popular with others. It may even win us favors in returns. However, we must be realistic. We can't say yes to everyone's request. If we did, we would fail or go crazy for sure. And sometimes we simply don't have the time to help. In this case, we must know how to say no politely. We need to say no. Here is one method we can try. First, we should tell the truth. If we really can't do something, we should just say no. Second, we should remember to refuse requests politely. We must communicate clearly, but must also be sincere and sympathetic. A true friend will understand. Finally, we must not feel guilty about saying no. Sometimes refusing others is the right thing to do. It can save ourselves and them a lot of trouble. In short, we cannot please everyone all the time. Refusing favors is a part of our life. Then I want to teach you how to sell yourself. In this competitive society, it is essential to know how to sell yourself in order to get the job you want. That means you must be able to market your best features and present yourselves in the best light. After all, you never get a second chance to make a first impressions. There are several things you can do to project a good image in an interview. First of all, look like a winner. Dress conservatively and well, and you look like you are going to the top. Secondly, communicate clearly. Consider each question carefully and responsible with the total honesty. Remember to make eye contact and maintain good posture. You need to look attentive but also at ease. Third, have a positive and assertive attitude. It is important to appear confident of your ability and optimistic about your future. Finally, be prepared. Present a professional resume and be ready to explain everything in details. By following the advice above, you are bound to make a good impression on a potential employers. Then you will be the first, and then you will find it is a good way to you to improve. Above all, it's my persuasion to all the university students to be more effective and to be more successful in their university life. That's all. Thank you.